Alright, so here we have another repair video for you. Alright, so gonna get right into it. 03 Honda Accord V6 automatic. Today's video we're going to be replacing the O2 sensor, which is right here. All that good stuff. Part number 24413. Got it from AutoZone. I think it was around $100 or so. This is supposed to be OEM. Picked it up from AutoZone, not a sponsor. Tools you're going to be needing is a 3/8 ratchet oxygen sensor tool, a 1/4 inch 10 mil, and then a longer 10 mil deep weld socket. Now this particular vehicle has 4 oxygen sensors. Then you've got to figure out which one yours is. Now the code for this vehicle was PO156 if I'm not mistaken, which in terms calls for Bank 2 Sensor 2. This is Bank 2 Sensor 1. Bank 2 Sensor 2 is the one after the cat, which is this guy right here. But as you can tell, it's got a heat shield around it. So there is 4 10mm bolts that hold this shield on, heat shield. There's one here. Get on the other side. You can't really see it, but it's right here with my finger. You should be able to see it. It looks just like this one right here. It's not a big deal. You got to take that off. And then for up top, you got a 10mm here, and on this side you got a 10mm right there. You gotta take all those off to get the heat shield out of the way in order to get the oxygen sensor tool in there. There's not enough room. And before you do that, you gotta move the overflow tank. There's one 10mm bolt with a special bracket that fits exactly down in here like this. Take that 10mm bolt out, which is located right here. Then you can move this whole thing out of the way to the side so you can get your hands in here to get to that. Oh, it's really stuck on there. Alright, so now that you got these two at the top done, she's ready to be moved out of the way. Gotta go to the bottom and get the other 2 tins. And if you don't have small hands like I do, then you might want to take the top radiator fan off, which is 2 tins, 1, 2, and there's a bunch of connectors that are in the way, and then there's 2 tins on the bottom, and then the fan should come out of the way, and then you can get your hands down here. But I have small hands, so well, I can get it done. Okay, so after a long while of cussing and swearing and knuckle busting, yeah, and the heat shield's out of the way now, we finally got her broke loose. As you can see, spin it. Well, be good if I get my hands on it. Not much room at all. Alright, so you go from the top. Obviously, this big old fat connector goes to this one. We're not messing with this one. We're messing with the one that goes to the bottom. So you unplug her. There is a push in tab on the side, push in or push down on the back, and then pull slide out. Then there's the bracket that it hooks onto right here. That's another pain in the butt. There is a tab on it right there. Push down on it and pull down. Then you got these little plastic retainers. You just kind of rip them suckers right out. And then we can get the sensor out. Okay, so finally it's out. Put them up beside each other and make sure absolutely everything is the same, just in case the parts store gave you the wrong type of sensor for the wrong part. You got to make sure this is bank 2 sensor 2 if this is the one you're actually doing. Everything lines up, connectors are the same, the ends are the same, the widths are the same, the lengths are the same, everything. Just take this plastic cap off, and then it's already lubricated, so you don't have to touch that, and just thread her back in. Okay, so it's finally reinstalled. Now I know I didn't show that, and I'm sorry, but I don't really have a good camera mount. I'm using my phone, and I always have been since I started YouTube. I used a 22mm wrench to kind of get in there, and I'll show you in a minute. And then I used extension with the oxygen sensor tool and a extendable 3/8 ratchet, because there's just not enough room in here, even with that heat shield out of the way. You still run into issues of hitting this right here where the bolt goes in. So it's back in, it's tight. Pop the clip in right here, and you gotta pop the other one in above. As you can see, and pop it in, and then the little bracket slides right back on. Wingo, she is back in, buddy. Click, snap, bang, it's in. I'm gonna there's a hole right here. I'm gonna zip tie this here just so it's tucked away. So now you gotta put your heat shield, get that puppy back down in there and tucked away. Alrighty guys, well, she's back together. So I think that pretty much sums it up, pretty much does it. And like I said, I zip tied this up, put the little cover back on. If you don't know, it's 2 flat heads. You just turn it, and the whole dummy cover comes off. And best bet, if I ever had to do this again, I would definitely take out this radiator fan, because it's a pain to get your hands in there. Even though I got small hands, scraping against that metal kind of hurts. But if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the bottom, and I'll try my best to get to them. Make how to repair videos just about every other week, or whenever possible. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more. Have a great day or night.